Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim Shaves, and today I'm gonna be doing some evening honing session with I guess it's a new razor to the channel. I've been working with it for a little bit, but just wanted to record this process for today. This one is a Shumate razor. It says a Shumate razor from St. Louis, Louis. Where is that? St. Louis, USA. That's what it says. St. Louis and New Orleans? I don't know. I should know. But it says Shumate Antiseptic Barbers on the tin here. Oh, where is it at? Yeah, right there. It says Shumate Antiseptic Barbers. Maybe it's for barber's use. I don't know. Yeah, it's a neat looking razor. Round point, I think about 5/8. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. It's got a little bit longer tail, so I like those. And it's got this nice yellow translucent, I think it's a Bakelite. I'm not 100% sure, but I also have a couple similar scales like this, but I dig it. Just a basic, simple design. I was working to set the bevel on this razor for a while, but couldn't set it. So I decided to add one tape, see how that goes. The bevel is pretty skinny at the moment, so I could barely see it. And I don't think looking under the loop is gonna help because my eye's not gonna see really the small striations, especially with the tape added. The bevel is gonna be really skinny, so I'm just gonna go off my experience and feedback on feel on this one. I got the Shapton 1.5K over here. Gonna wet it under and let's get it started. Here we go. And for this stone, I think I will start off with some just about medium amount of water on the stone. Just wetting the stone a bit. Let's get some water off. I don't want too much water on there because it impedes with the honing speed. But let's see how this goes. Alright, got the razor here. I'm not going to raise any slurry on this one because I don't need to remove any previous striations. Alright, so let's see how it goes. For this razor, I have not done any rolling X strokes, so that is that has been my process with this one. If I need to, I will, but if I don't need to, I prefer not to. Alright, this blade is pretty light, so it doesn't have that kind of a stable feeling on the stone. So I'll have to exercise some caution not to roll the edge with the lightness of the razor. Just doing some straight back and forth strokes and some X strokes. Judging by the undercut on the blade, or the lack of undercut, I'm gonna have to spend some time on this stone here. Getting some undercut, but definitely nowhere I like. I'm getting more undercut towards the toe, not much towards the heel. So that might be a indication that I might have to roll towards the heel, but I'm gonna just judge later on. Okay, now I'm getting a little more undercut towards the heel. So if I get a even amount of undercut or just water climbs up on all the edge, then I might skip the rolling X strokes. it just brings another factor, another variable to the shave, to the honing process. I would rather keep it simple if I can. And this stone is it's a good stone for bevel setting, at least in my experience. I have been working with the Shapton 1K stone for bevel setting, and that one is fairly coarse compared to this one, which is a 1500. For my eyes, it leaves a little bit of a deeper striation, which is to be expected, but a little too deep for my liking. At first I thought I had some like striations left over from the diamond plate, but it turns out it's from the 1K stone, the Shapton Kuromaku series 1K. So I try not to use that stone unless it's like the very initial work. So for maybe maybe for gold dollars or stuff like that, when I have to remove a lot of steel, then I will use that stone. But everything else, I will probably stick to this one because it's gentle enough, but it still cuts a good amount of steel in my experience. So it's been good for me. And I see water climbing up on all of the blade, so that's good. It could also be a false indication, because if the water climbs up on one part of the edge, it could kind of transfer over to the other parts too. So one way to truly test it out is to shave with it, or shave arm hair or leg hair, whatever hair you have. If you shave with it, then you'll be able to get a sense for what's going on. And right now, I'm not really thinking about how many laps I'm doing. All I know is that I need to set the bevel, so I'm just keep on going at it. I've gone for a while now, probably 5 minutes, so add a little more water and let's keep going here. Excuse me. I guess I could do some half strokes, but I don't feel like the blade is at that level. I feel like if I just continue this, I might be able to get to a state. I might be able to set the bevel without having to use half strokes. I will if I have to, or if I want to. But right now, yeah, I'm okay with just mixing up these two straight back and forth and some X strokes. And the stone is actually, or the feedback on the stone is feeling pretty good. So I feel like I'm making some good progress here. And if the edge starts cutting hair effortlessly, that'll be a good sign. Yeah, the feedback on the stone is very nice. It's giving off this nice, kind of like a slicing, like gently slicing across the stone. Hard to explain, but when you know you're doing the right thing for the razor, in my experience, it gives off a nice, uniform, very satisfying feedback. And that's what I'm getting right now. So I'm happy with that so far. Right now I'm using about medium pressure. I try not to go above medium pressure. That's just been my go-to, and maybe towards the finer stones I will keep like a light to medium pressure. Maybe on like the harder Arkansas stone, I will keep maybe closer to a light pressure, but I've been trying to keep the pressure consistent throughout, and that's worked well for me. Varying pressure, in my experience, it hasn't worked well for my liking. So I just keep a pretty consistent pressure throughout all my honing session. Maybe slightly more on the bevel setters, and then kind of maintain that light to medium pressure for all the other ones. All right, so this seems pretty good so far. I might be mistaken, but I see a pretty consistent bevel all around. A little bit bigger towards the middle of the blade on one side and the other. It looks pretty uniform. Yeah, you can definitely see the glistening light on the bevel, so that's good. And then maybe you can see it here. Yeah, you can see towards the middle there's a little bit bigger bevel here. Kind of hard to show you guys, but just gonna palm strop it really quick. Not cut myself. Okay, I'm gonna test out the edge really quick. It was cutting hair before, but there was not all the edge was cutting, and it wasn't cutting that easily, so it was a little bit off. Let's see here. I'm just gonna just cut some leg hair, see if it's cutting. Okay, it's definitely cutting. It's having some trouble. Yeah, it's cutting hair, but it's not that effortless cutting. So I'm gonna keep at it a little bit longer on the stone and see if it makes any difference. If after a while it doesn't really make a difference on the stone, I might add another layer of tape. Just gonna rinse the stone underwater. At least that's been my plan of action. At the bevel setting stage, just hone on it for a while. And if it doesn't make any change, or if you're not getting to the edge that you want, then you might have to add some tape. I know adding tape is not kind of a cure-all solution for straight razors, but it's been helping me out a lot. If a razor is not shading nicely and honing up correctly, my kind of my method has been to add tape and see if it changes anything. And I'll add tape or the amount of tape that I add is kind of dependent on how big the bevel is. If it has a big bevel, then I'll just add, I don't know, 2, 3. But if it has a really skinny bevel, I will try to stick to 1. If that doesn't work, then I'll add 1 more, and yeah, so forth. I'm getting some decent undercut on the blade. It's not climbing up all the way to the blade though, just like half of the blade, maybe like 40% of the blade. So I'm just gonna keep at it, see if this is just if this edge is underhoned on the stone, and see if this makes any difference. Might make it a little bit faster too, since I'm just going back and forth. Pretty easy. I'm not doing any rolling strokes. That's what I like. Just straight back and forth and some easy X strokes. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to add one more tape. Just have a feeling here. But let's keep at it for now. Rinse the stone one more time. Rotate the stone. Oh, another good test is the thumbnail test. And I only do this at the bevel level, or the initial stage, because I heard that you could mess up an edge if you put it against the thumbnail on the higher grits. It's grabbing pretty hard right here, but like this half is just kind of gliding on the thumbnail, so that's not good. The entire edge might not be touching touching the stone. I'm gonna keep at it a little bit longer, but I feel like at this current setup, it's not gonna work out. Do I have to use a rolling stroke here? I don't think so, because the bevel is present through all the edge, but I'm not getting the right feeling or right improvement on this edge so far. So just gonna keep at it for a little bit longer. Usually I could get all parts of the edge to grab on the thumbnail. It won't just it'll just be varying degrees of how it grabs a nail. If there is like slight movement, and as I hone, that'll change. But if this honing doesn't change anything, that means that I might have to change just this whole, maybe just add a layer of tape. See how that goes. Could also be that I have to use rolling X strokes if the toe and heel of the edge is lacking a bit. And this doesn't look like a smiling blade to me, so don't have a reason to use it right now. Yeah, it looks pretty straight to me, so doing the thumbnail test again. grabbing pretty hard towards the toe. Yeah, over here still kind of gliding on the thumb. Bottom half of the blade. Huh. What do I do with this razor? I think I'm gonna add one more tape here. So, it's already 20 minutes, holy moly. Alright, so it's quite a yeah, honing sessions take a while for me because I'm having to decide have I honed this on it enough, or do I need to add more tape to it, or what do I need to change to get this working? And so far at this initial level, I am the edge is gliding on the thumbnail, the bottom towards the bottom half of the edge, so I have to change something. Even after I add tape, I don't get any improvements. I might have to use a rolling X stroke towards the heel. So like rolling here and then just going straight afterwards. Same thing on the other side. I might have to do that. But I'm gonna add one extra layer of tape and see how that goes. See it improves. If not, then yeah, I'll get on with the rolling strokes to get some of the bottom half of the edge sharpened. So I wanted to go through this stone and the 5K stone next, but doesn't seem like the time's gonna allow me for now. So I guess this was just a bevel setting attempt video and just explaining through my what's going on through my head as I'm trying to sharpen up this razor, going through different steps to improve the edge. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be working on this razor for the rest of the night, try to get it up to 12K and shave on it. So thank you guys for watching. It's Tim Shaves, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.